Greetings, patriots, starseeds, light workers, and of course our brave military. Welcome, 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide and galactic revolution. Now, first and foremost, I'm very happy to be back in the East Kootenays, amongst my old friends, and one in particular. I have not seen my old friend, which I call my brother in arms, and I haven't seen him in about 4 years, it seems like. But we swapped presents, and he knew what I liked, and that's what I'm wearing right now. And how he got a hold of it is a long story, but I want to thank you, my brother. You are truly hit the soft spot of my heart when he sent me this, or gave me this present. And I wish you all the luck in the world today on your hunt, and hope things go well for you. Anyways, we'll talk soon. So what I want to get started with here today is the markets, especially in the precious metal markets, are going crazy. And we knew this was going to happen. Like, it's, you know, I mean, it already hit $44 American. Silver did, $44 American for 1 ounce. And that is basically almost in uncharted territories. And there is really, at $44, there's nothing holding it back now. Now, I've been watching it very, very closely this morning. And of course, there is a financial war, banking war going on right now behind the curtains. And what it's doing is that as soon as it raises to $44.10, or, you know, whatever it is, they'll drive it back down. And, you know, the bankers will drive it back down and, you know, put it around the 43.60 mark. But they will never get it below 43.50. Now, it closed. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna let you know how this played out. On Friday, it closed at 43.31 in Canada, and that was American dollar. Okay, so over the weekend, as soon as Monday came and the stock markets, opened. It shot right to 43.65, just like that. And I says, this is the time now. If it goes down under 43, they still got control of what's going on. If it goes in the direction where it went, which is now was 43.65, then they've got no control anymore. And it actually, it went all morning. And it's only 8 o'clock here where I'm at right now, BC time. It went all the way to 44.10. So that's telling me they're losing control. Now, they just drove it back down to 43.65, and then of course now they're losing grip of it again at 43.75, and it's climbing again. There is nothing. I think we are at the point right now, if you don't get down to the bank today and go to the Silver Bull Gold in Calgary, or the FB EC in Vancouver, or Miles Franklin in the States, or Kirk Elliott in the States. These are very reputable physical, metals exchange. If you don't get her done today or tomorrow, I think that's it. I think she's going to move into 50, and even at 50, it's still a bargain, okay? Because I'm going to tell you what, folks, you want to get, I know people got no money, I know, but they're out there, going into Starbucks and buying their $8 lattes. There's some things in life you got to give up if you want to get rich, right? And, we got to be disciplined and stuff like that. But even if you went out and spent a couple $100, but, it's, I know it seems expensive now, but you're going to miss the boat on this wealth transfer on the precious metals. I get it. I understand. It doesn't mean that you're going to miss the boat on NESARA. Now, speaking of NESARA, everything's going to be in place by January. Now, when I see, and people say, oh, they're kicking the can down the road again. Well, they're not. NESARA and NESARA was already implemented years ago. I believe it around the 2020-21. Now, I want to make something very clear, and I want to paint a picture here of what's actually happening. With all the false flags that are going on in the world, and it has been going on since 2016 when Trump got in, okay? There's been a financial war going on with the whole world system, but they took control of it the day that they stole the 2020 election. The White Hats had enough evidence at that point, and they started bringing down the DS, okay? Or let's say the United States Incorporated. They started bringing it down. Now, for everything, everything that's dark out there with these false flags that are going, with the unfortunate timely death of Charlie Kirk, and I'm not going to elaborate on the fundamentals of that incident. You can go to Michael Jaco to get all the truth and the proper evidence coming from a very qualified patriot, and that's Michael Jaco. Number two, okay, every false flag that we're going to be involved with or get to be exposed to is another deflection, okay, of what is happening. Like, they are moving money into place. They're moving the new rainbow currencies and all this other stuff, and it's keeping the ball, everybody's ball on the false flags and everything that are going on there, and meanwhile it's giving the White Hats obscurity to get these things and comms done and get everything prepped up for when the EBS is finally activated. I know for a fact, and I feel in my heart, that this EBS will happen, if not this month, because it's already the 22nd of September here. We got 8 days left to go, but she is really heating up. And if it does not happen here this month, in the September, we've got October, November, and December. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're all going to have a really, really good Christmas. I think it's lots of good things are going to start happening. And because all the markers are in place, everything I seem to review and look into and listen to patriots, everybody is very upbeat about the, not just the metals markets, but the foreign currencies exchange. It's getting to be more and more that everybody's talking on the same page, and that's called awareness. That's called, everybody's waking up to this. That's going, what's going on. So I think that we're stepping into it now. Like, we patriots in Canada will probably not feel it as much as what's happening, say, in the States, okay? Just remember, Trump is cleaning up all the garbage and the sick, vile stench of all these blue cities in the States. I've just come through 2 cities in BC that still operate in the dark shadows. It's all pretty and beautiful on the outside during the day, but all the gremlins and everything come out at night, and it's still a F fest. So, and I think that's all going to get cleaned up. This is, like I said before, this is a military operation, and they are taking care of the United States first, and the second most important places are Western Europe. I want to announce that, we're not hearing it in Western mainstream media, the Mockingbird fake news, but we are getting it, and I'm getting information coming in from Asia, and all the Asian countries there now are erupting. Okay, they're erupting. We have tens of thousands of Japanese in the streets with waving American flags saying Trump, 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 because they know and they see what's going on. They can see that Trump is cleaning up his country and getting rid of all the filth. I talked to some Canadians here today at a local restaurant, and they are still in a NPC state of mind, don't have a clue of what's going on, even if I'm talking about the most simplest subjects, about trying to slowly drop crumbs. There's still, it's being thrown right over their head. So I believe with what's going on in the complete mind control of the Canadian public, and I'm not saying all of us, I'm just saying there's a lot of us out there that are patriots, that are totally awake of what's going on. But let's just remember something. You are the chosen few by God, by our Almighty Creator, to move forward. You are the tip of the sword. Remember that. If you're listening to my video and resonating with it and asking me questions, and you are wide awake on this, you know what's going on, and you will be, you have been chosen. Your intuition has been ignited by our Almighty Creator. So just remember that. You're having, or going to have, and are having now, such an advantage of the awareness of what's going on and how the world is transforming. Like I said, every country in Asia right now is changing leadership. When Trump left the reptilian palace there, he basically announced that England is now a republic. England is now not governed by the monarchy or the bobbies in these stupid little uniforms that try to push their tyranny over the British people. They're not going to stand for it. When the military hits the streets in the UK, these illegal immigrants will be rounded up as fast as they're being rounded up in the States, and they'll be gone. When NESARA, and all this is going to happen right overnight. This is all going to just like bang, it's done, and all of a sudden you're going to see this, this new environment that we're in. The old environment, the old slave trade matrix that we all have lived in our lives and our fathers' lives, and of course our fathers and before that for thousands of years, is coming to an end. We are not going to be exposed to that anymore, and it's going to be the ones that have been awake, because they all know who you are. And it's the ones that have been trying to scam money out of people. They all know who you are, because facial recognition, if you're looking at that screen, it's looking right back at you. The technology that you dum-dums don't seem to understand, when you're trying to scam somebody, the Space Force and NSA and other intelligent data mining operations, military run, are watching you. So it doesn't matter if you throw your PC away or your device away, they've got facial recognition on you, and you will be caught. So keep up the good work, dum-dums. And as far as us patriots go, we will be rewarded for our endeavor, for what we have had to put up with, and all the bullshit they will be treating us like rock stars if they ever wake up. And if they don't, they'll be certainly coming to you and asking for questions. Okay? Anyways, I want to thank everybody for listening to me. This is a great, beautiful day here in these Kootenays, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye now.